And now, live in studio, cutting through your typical media nonsense and offering you a rational and unbiased perspective on current events and life in Tampa Bay. He's a successful entrepreneur, published author, top listing agent, a real estate and finance expert that goes to bat for you every day as a consumer advocate. Your host and the consumer quarterback, Brandon Rhymes.
Yes, here we are again another day, committed to picking a fight with the mainstream media and providing you the timely truth centered around real estate, credit, finance, estate planning, self-defense, and mental health, and so much more. You're listening to the Consumer Quarterback Show. We're going to help you win in any marketplace, and that is our goal. We're going to educate, entertain, enlighten, and engage you to help you win.
The only thing I'm addicted to right now is winning.
Save our hotline number in your phone. At some point, you're going to need it. 813-670-7372.
You used to call me on my cell phone.
813-670-7372. And bookmark our website, consumerqb.com. A plethora of information available for you at consumerqb.com. You can see links to all of our expert contributors there. 80-plus show partners at consumerqb.com. Just click on the Expert Contributors tab. You'll see their contact information, their website, their contact. And also, you can email us directly from the website. There's a contact form. Just submit that form, and it's going to come directly to our team. And also, watch our live stream as well. We got our television show version on WeBeam TV, 10 a.m. daily, as well as the live stream on our website. And we're here in studio helping you win at any marketplace. Giving a shout-out to Brio Tuscan Grill at the International Plaza. It's the official restaurant partner of the Consumer Quarterback Show. Brio Tuscan Grill, you will discover an Italian menu, signature drinks in a cozy atmosphere, and a very friendly wait staff, bringing you the pleasures of a Tuscan country villa to Tampa. We invite you to make your reservation today to try our Italian menu. Enjoy the best Italian dining experience. All right, back here in studio, hoping you win. Thomas King in studio today, CEO, Florida Firearms Academy. Welcome back in, Thomas.
Hello, Radio World, and it's good to be back here, Brandon. Thank you.
Yes, sir. My pleasure. What are we going to talk about today?
Well, we're going to talk about a little bit about some corporate memberships, the kids-free safety class that we offer, and some other cool things that's coming up with Florida Firearms Academy. Cool.
Sounds good to me. Also, Lela Bloodsworth in the house as well, founder of Plan for Peace, and she is a local psychotherapist, licensed therapist out of St. Petersburg. Welcome back in.
Thank you, Brandon. It's my pleasure to be here.
Awesome. What do you want to talk about today?
Well, I was thinking that it would be good to talk about how to avoid depression over the holidays and put some tips out there for parents who might be dealing with divorce and managing their children through the holidays. Yeah, I like that. Depression is big this time of year. So many people are, thinking about loved ones that have passed. They're worried about bills. They have enough bills already. Now it's added pressure of buying gifts for everyone, and they call it the flu season. It's really the stress season. That's what brings on the body breaking down, is all this extra stress added on. Yep, and we have also later in the show, we got William Crowley, aka the Credit Magician, in the house. He's going to be on as well, and he's very charitable, is William Crowley, and his vice president's calling in. She's going to be talking about 2017 Legends Masquerade Gala, and it's St. Pete Beat Business League, Friday, December 15th. And it's going to be on 6th Street in St. Petersburg. Tickets are $30, two for $50 as well. Yeah, Shana McIntosh is her name, and Shauna McIntosh, and she's the vice president of St. Petersburg Business League, which she as president of William's the president of that, and she will be announcing the more about this ball coming up. So support the local economy, support your local charities as well. And as you know, I'm a published author and professional speaker. We'd love for you to check out our book on Amazon, Become the MVP in Your Industry by Surfing the Radio Waves, and it's available on Amazon.com. Check it out. We'd love for you to buy that. Take a look at it. Leave us a nice, friendly review. And also, I want to let you know about a hot listing on Clearwater Beach. This is on the north side of Clearwater Beach, 1024 Mandalay Avenue, Clearwater. Two-bedroom, two-bath property, $749,000. And it's over 1,800 square foot. Beautiful property, completely renovated. You've got a split floor plan here with beautiful pavers all the way around, mature landscaping. $749,000, 1024 Mandalay Avenue. Beautiful real estate listing. Compliments of Platinum MVP Realty. PlatinumMVPRealty.com.
We've got the top 10 most popular tweets and retweets of the year coming up. We did 6 of them yesterday, top 5 through 10 through 6 yesterday. Today's show, we're going to do the top 5 of the most popular tweets of 2017. And we also have our feel-good songs, our feel-good story of the week, and also our feel-good songs. So this week's songs are Rolling Stones' top boy band songs of all time. Oh, no. So we'll have some fun with that, and we'll see how we can get going on that. All right, so here we go. Thomas King, CEO, Florida founder, Florida Firearms Academy, as the owner and CEO, and yeah, so it's pretty cool. You were telling us earlier about the Black Friday event.
You know,
pretty amazing.
It was crazy how many people were actually out there. I don't know if people know this, but for like the price of a Happy Meal, you can come on this show a day.
Yeah,
and get this kind of publicity. We had thousands of people out there, and if you're not here doing your marketing on the consumer quarterback, well, then you're not making a lot of money like we did that day.
I appreciate that.
It was an insane day. So yeah, really good fun day. Thank you.
That's awesome, man. So you had a line around the corner.
Yeah.
You said it's the safest place to be, right?
On the Bullhorn, we said this has got to be the safest parking lot in America right now, and everyone cheered because they all had their concealed weapons probably on them. Not one person pushed, not one person shoved.
Yeah.
Everyone was polite because an armed society is a polite society.
Yeah.
You know not to make people mad.
Yeah.
Everything went so smooth, so well, so fun, free food. We had a good time. So and the staff was very well. I thought we're going to be overwhelmed, but it turned out to be a great day for everyone.
Yeah, that's awesome. So one of the things that people come up, they when we talk about this is kids safety. So that I love that you're doing a class on that. Tell us a little bit more about that.
You know, Bay News 9 just ran a big story about this. They kept asking us, hey, can we run this story? Because you guys are the only ones that do this. Well, what we offer is a free class from kids from 5 years old to 16 years old, and I do this once a month. It does cost us quite a bit, so we are looking for corporate sponsorship. And in this sponsorship, we will put your name out there. If you see, once we put this class up there, it is immediately filled up. And people have been waiting 6 months to a year to get on it, so we'd like to offer more classes. If you'd like your name to be marketed and put on the webpage and seen out there, even in our classroom, we would love to have the sponsorship. But this class is, the kids get a free class. They sit in on what happens if they come across a firearm, what to do if they come across a firearm, which is so important because nowadays that's how kids get hurt. They go to a friend's house and then somebody leaves their firearm out, and if they don't know what to do or how to handle it, that's where they have mistakes and accidents. And a lot of them get bullied into this. Hey, come check out my dad's firearm. So this class is to basically go over that, to show we show you how to load, hold, aim, and shoot a firearm. This comes with a free rental, free ammo, free target of your choice. And also in this class, we go over so many things on safety and why safety is so important. Because just like teaching drugs, just like teaching anything, you have to educate your kids on safety or they're just not going to know. You'd rather them know and not even play with firearms at all if they don't want to, than to not know exactly what they're doing with it. So even in this class, you get free range fee, the RO instructor, you get free eyes and ear protection rentals, you get a certificate at the end, so you can show anyone after this class that, hey, you know what, I've taken this safety class, I know exactly how to handle this, so don't bully me into calling me chicken about firearms, because I know how to shoot one and I've shot one and I have a certificate for passing the class. So you also sign a contract with your parents stating if you ever come across a firearm, what you're going to do in this state. So you know your parents took the time to take you here to have this kind of fun. If you haven't seen the Bay News 9 episode, it was on last week, you can look on baynews9.com, or you can go on our Facebook page. It's Florida Firearms Academy, and you can see that it ran on, we copied it on there too as well.
I'll tell you what, Thomas, if you just joined us, by the way, Thomas King, he's the CEO of Florida Firearms Academy. I'm your host, Brandon Rhymes. And this time where we sit right now, end of 2017, rolling into 2018, if there's not a time in your life where you thought you might need to own a firearm or carry one, or at least someone in the family have one, gosh, there's no better time. I mean, you think about it, all the craziness that's going on around us. You had the serial killer here in Tampa Bay. There's a lot of wildfires in California. I mean, there's all these different things, and the ability to be able to protect yourself is something that's very, very.
If you don't have your own bodyguard or your own personal police officer, I would highly suggest taking some of our classes, any of our classes, our concealed weapon classes. We have so many different classes that we offer to help train the public on firearm safety, knowledge, and even going as far as tactical or competitions. We do all of it. We build them, we customize them, and we sell them. We do it. We have rentals, hundreds of different ones. You can try to see which ones you actually like the best. So
wow. Yeah, that's great. And also, so on January 13th, you got a Drop Zone Gunner event. Tell us about it.
We're going to do this event where we're teaming up with another gun range out there. It's Manatee Gun Club. We try to help out all the gun ranges and gun clubs around because, you know, we're all just support the Second Amendment. This is $10,000 in prizes. You're going to be running, you're going to be shooting, you're going to be racing. A very cool event. Come by Florida Firearms Academy. You can purchase your tickets there. Get a little discount if you purchase them early. And you can go to our webpage or their web page. It's dropzonegunner.com. dropzonegunner.com. Yeah, so when you put yourself in that position, it's one thing just to stand there and shoot a gun. It's another thing to be shaken up. You might be in a fist fight. Heart running.
You might get punched, like Mike Tyson. You know, everybody's got a plan till they get punched in the mouth.
Exactly.
You know?
Good quote.
So you have those scenarios where life's going to play out. It's not just going to be a real simple stand and shoot. It's going to be scramble, grab the gun.
Exactly. We do that. We teach that. Like one was you're laying in bed on the range. The lights go out because the hurricane hits. Then all of a sudden, looters come in with firearms. You have to grab your gun, load it, and then run through room, shoot bad guys, bowling pins, still targets, and balloons. And that's for beginners. We train you how to do it. We time you on how to do it. We score you how to do it. And those are the things you have to know in these kind of situations and scenarios. So
that's right. All right, stay with us here at the Consumer Quarterback Show, helping you win in any marketplace, making you just a bit more street smart out there. We're also helping you avoid commission-based advice that's so prevalent in our communities. Check us out online at consumerqb.com. And more from Thomas King. We've got Lela Bloodsworth as well. How to avoid depression over the holidays coming up. And she's the founder of Plan for Peace. And also more from our expert contributors here. William Crowley coming up later in the show. And our feel-good story of the week. A woman raised more than $300,000 to help a homeless man who spent his last $20 to buy her gas. Find out more about that story in our positive story of the week. Tell me something good. Stay with us. Consumer Quarterback Show, consumerqb.com.
Hey, this is Jarek Robbins. You are listening to the Consumer Quarterback Show with Brandon Rhymes. Please do what it takes to learn all that you have to live the life you want to live it fully, and find a way to give it by paying it forward to others.
Get in touch with Brandon online at consumerqb.com.
Enjoy tranquil seclusion in an eco-lover's paradise. Paddling through the mangroves where the only sounds you'll hear are the sounds of nature. Because you deserve to relax on vacation, visit Pasco County, Florida.
listening to the consumer quarterback, Brandon Rhymes, cutting through your typical media nonsense and offering you a rational and unbiased perspective on current events and life in Tampa Bay. Online at consumerqb.com.
All right, welcome back. Thanks for sticking with us. Brandon Rhymes here, Consumer Quarterback Show. I'm the owner of Platinum MVP Realty and a top listing agent in Tampa Bay. We're going to help you win in any marketplace, and that is our goal. That is our goal. We're going to educate, entertain, enlighten, and help you win. We've got Thomas King in studio today. He is the owner of Florida Firearms Academy, CEO, as well as Lela Bloodsworth, founder of Plan for Peace, talking about how we can help you avoid depression over the holidays. And as the owner of Platinum MVP Realty, I want to let you know about a couple of hot listings that we've got here in Tampa Bay from PlatinumMVPRealty.com. 10217 Timberland Point Drive. It's the Arbor Green subdivision, 4-bedroom, 3-bath property, $329,000, just reduced down to $329,000, over 3,900 square feet of heating space, and a beautiful property in that new Tampa area. Arbor Green subdivision, completely upgraded and renovated property, and also a beautiful duplex. This is a rare find in St. Pete Beach. It's a duplex, 3610 Casablanca Avenue, St. Pete Beach, Don Cesar, just north of the Don Cesar, just south of the Hotel Zamora. Our official hotel partner is the Hotel Zamora. And here's a beautiful property, $599,000. Beautiful buying opportunities here in Tampa Bay. All right, coming up, we got the top most popular tweets, the top 5 most popular retweets of 2017, and we have our Name That Tune coming up as well, boy band songs of all time, Rolling Stones top boy band songs of all time. So I know William Crowley is going to do good on that. He's got I'm just kidding. All right, here we go. So helping you win, let's talk with Lela here. So Lela Bloodsworth, founder of Plan for Peace, yes. A licensed psychotherapist. Is that right?
Right.
I say it right? Okay. So avoid depression over the holidays. How can we do that?
Well, first and foremost, I think it's just important any time of year to remember what's important in your life, what's meaningful in your life, and always count your blessings. I know it's a cliche, we say it all the time, but more than ever, this time of the year, you're always going to find someone who has it rougher than you, less fortunate than you, and there's always a way to give back. So this time of the year, one of the ways I think it's very useful and important for people to avoid depression is in giving back. It's kind of hard to feel bad when you're doing for others or giving to others, and that doesn't mean you have to have money. You can do projects for people, favors for people, even smiling at someone in the parking lot when you're shopping, or when you come upon other people, just making it a point to be positive and to spread love.
It's impossible, literally impossible, to be depressed while you're having thoughts of gratitude and you're showing appreciation and gratitude.
When people are thanking you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's right.
Yeah.
There's a great program on yesterday on this channel. I think it was Dr. Forgot his name. He's talking about hope, and he says being optimistic. He said being overwhelmingly optimistic. When you go around with that attitude of optimism, you're overwhelmingly optimistic. You're literally attracting that in from the universe, from God. It's all coming to you by putting that vibe out there and beating on that energy plane.
Yeah, and I just think keeping it realistic. A lot of people during the holiday season are looking at to make it amazing and wonderful, and it's not about the gift giving. It's not about how much you can do for someone. And I think just keeping it realistic. I know a lot of my female friends this time of year are just really out of their heads, crazy, getting their house in order. Yep. Worrying about is everything going to go smoothly? And it's about family. It's about being together. It's about friends. So just keeping it real and understanding that there's always something there's gonna be a glitch in just about anything you do.
What do you think about like social media too? Because sometimes I go in there and I want to see Christmas stuff, and then I see some sad story about my friend, or they post these depressing things. What do you think? Stay off it, or?
Well, I think anything in moderation, and it's the perspective that you go into when you're going to affiliate yourself with something, whether it's social media, a group of friends, whatever that might be. So I think that it's just always knowing where you stand, who you are. And I think it's also so important. Social media has a way we vicariously, live through others, and that's in good and bad. Yeah. So I think this is also a time where you have to be careful that we want to be compassionate, but you don't want to, internalize other people's issues to the point where you're compromised.
Exactly. Comparing yourself to other people too. I think there's a term for that now. It's some kind of depression, dexterity, something online where it's talking about that. People, so many people compare themselves.
See that, though.
You know what I mean? It's like this ulterior world that we live in.
And listen, being a psychotherapist, I can tell you of everyone I've seen on social media, I have people coming in here and into my office in downtown St. Petersburg and telling me the real deal. So what you see on Facebook and that persona, our social persona, it can be depressing to other people, but it's just our own responsibility to always keep it real for ourselves.
So here's another thing. Idle time with kids, white space on the calendar for young adults and idle time for kids. That's an important aspect as a parent, as a guardian, as a loved one to look out for.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. And we don't have to entertain our kids 24/7 just because they're out of school or they have time off. A lot of parents go, oh my gosh, and kids will build that expectation of parents.
Put them to work.
Right? There's got to be something to do around the house. Yeah. I'm sure a new skill developmentally. If they weren't doing laundry before, it's a good time to learn.
Spring cleaning right around the corner.
They will spend 20 hours playing Xbox or
if you let them.
Games.
Oh, they'll binge on it.
You have to stop that, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, again, it's just for adults, for kids, it's everything in moderation. You have to let your kids rest. You have to let them have that idle time. That's very important. That you don't Uber plan everything for them, but at the same time, they shouldn't be sleeping and eating Cheetos in bed and playing Xbox the whole time either.
Yeah, stay ahead of the schoolwork too. I think that's one thing. It adds a lot of stress if they wait to the last minute, to do the schoolwork. And I think that's something that happens with a lot of kids is that, once they transition from elementary up to middle school, they now have, if they're on block scheduling, now they've got 2 or 3 days to get the homework done. Mm-hmm. Lo and behold, it sits in the bag, waits. Oh, it's last minute. Now they got to scramble. Absolutely. Rather than having that initiative, having that drive to get it done right away.
Puts pressure on you too.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. The parents are running around crazy these days. Dealing with soccer, all these different things. And let's talk about this as well. We have a great family law attorney, Joe Cairns, with the show. Attorney Joe Cairns, longtime friend of the program, family law divorce attorney in Tampa Bay. So when we talk about divorce, gosh, it adds such a development or another dimension to the already strained, busy schedules that parents have, that kids have. So what are some of the top tips for parents dealing with divorce over the holidays?
Well, I think first and foremost to realize that it's a change for everyone, whether you wanted the divorce or not. It's different for children. So I think just being cognizant of the fact that they're trying to adjust to different households, different traditions, new traditions, maybe facing old traditions in a new setting.
Right.
So sometimes parents just bringing out ornaments, from the marital home or the home when everyone was together is enough to get a child crying. And parents the child's not going to say anything a lot of times.
Right.
But, for parents just to be really aware every step of the way with those changes that you want to, I don't think we should ever apologize to our children and say, I'm sorry, you have to go to mom and dad's this year, but instead to just flip that and say, wow, look at you get to have 2 Christmases this year, and you get to have 2 dinners and this and that, or 2 Hanukkahs, whatever the traditions are during the holiday season.
Yeah, it really is about how you frame it. How you, a lot of times people say, oh, I have to go pick up my kids, or I have to go to this event. No, I get to, I get to do this. I get to go jump in my vehicle and drive on these beautiful roads that we have, paved roads. We have, there's so much that we take for granted these days.
I think it's just about patience, though, is the most important thing.
Yep.
Whether you're dealing with, yourself in traffic or you're dealing with your children, everyone has something going on and we're all in a hurry to get wherever we're going. So I think just being patient this time of year with everyone, just giving that extra little slide to people to say, all right, I'm not going to take the bait just because I see someone cut me off in a grocery store or in traffic or whatever it might be.
Yeah, exactly. When you have the patience, when you see it from the other person's perspective, it's kind of described as a push-pull. If someone's throwing some bait at you, it's like, what are you going to do, pull directly against them? Or are you going to say, oh, wow, I see your perspective? The more that you agree with somebody, especially in a sales perspective, you're gonna enable them to kind of say, oh wow, this person does have patience, and then you're going to get the benefit of the doubt from their side as well.
Yeah. As a country, you think we lost some of the patience?
Well, I think there's a lot of entitlement, and we personalize everything way too much. Your bad day doesn't have anything to do with me, even if I feel it, and if I can just back away from that. I'll always remember an example in the grocery store where I'm walking through and there's some cans that weren't stacked properly and they fall down, and as soon as the first person says to the person, next to him when that happens, hey, you're going to pick up those cans, they're immediately defensive. But if the first person would say, oh, wow, be careful, hold on, let me get this, then you see 2 people down on the ground picking up the cans. So, it really is about our perspective and just understanding we don't have to be on the defense 24/7.
And throwing it to you as well, Tom, when you look at the patience, especially if you're carrying a firearm, can get you in a lot of trouble, can cost you a lot of money.
If you don't have the patience, don't carry a firearm. Because if you go to another third world country or anything like that, and you see, wow, it's so nice to just have a roof over your head or food in front of you every day, Those are the kinds of things that makes me want to have more patience for everyone.
That's right. Yeah, absolutely.
Cut me off, I'm like, hey, no problem. I'm still here.
It's contagious. It really is contagious.
That's right.
And like I said, even a smile. I can't tell you how many times in traffic I work 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. at my office in St. Pete this time of year, no lunch most days. And by the time I'm out of there at 8 o'clock listening to conflict all day, I'm really not happy when someone cuts me off. And in that moment, you know, I can be as ugly as I want to be, but that's not who I am. So it's just remembering everyone's going through their own stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
How fortunate we are.
That's right. All right, stay with us here. More from our expert contributors. We're gonna bring William Crowley into the conversation as well. He's our credit magician. We're going to talk about identity theft prevention, recovery, ways that you can live a better life, improve your credit, and get set up for that real estate deal. Maybe you're buying a vehicle. A lot of reasons why you need your credit improved. Stay with us here. Consumer Quarterback Show. Top boy band songs of all time and the top 10 most popular tweets of 2017. Consumer Quarterback Show, consumerqb.com.
Hey, this is Grant Cardone, and you're listening to Consumer Quarterback Show, hosted by my friend Brandon Rhymes. Do not touch that dial. I'll come right through the radio and grab your throat.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-670-7372. Online at consumerqb.com. Listening to the Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rhymes, online at consumerqb.com. Brandon is Tampa Bay's #1 consumer advocate for real estate and financial advice. Call Brandon today at 813-670-7372.
All right, welcome back. Thanks for sticking with us. Brandon Rhymes here, Consumer Quarterback Show, helping you win in any marketplace. That is the goal of our show. And it's Intelligent Talk Radio. I've got some intelligent folks here in studio with me today as well. We're bringing William Crowley into the conversation. He's the credit magician here locally, and he's going to help you understand more about how to improve your credit, how to avoid identity theft. And welcome in, William.
Hey, what's happening, baby? What's happening?
What's up?
Listen, now, I'm known as the credit magician on the radio, but in the hood, I'm known as the credit man, so I don't want people to get confused out there.
I heard you're single, too.
They are single, yeah. And also, I found that People cooperate when I got a gun in my hand too.
There you go.
Yeah, never have any problems. They smile, they do whatever I want.
Well, I've got some cards on me for you guys after all this, just in case you need it.
There you go. We also have Lela Bloodsworth in the house as well. She's a licensed psychotherapist based in St. Petersburg, founder of Plan for Peace, and Thomas King, CEO of Florida Firearms Academy as well. And so yeah, let's jump right into it, William. You know, these days we look every time we turn around, there's some new study or stat showing that, hey, you know, this company lost a lot of data. Target, the federal government. Driving into the studio today, I heard about Uber losing a lot of data. So this is putting people in jeopardy of losing their identity and also getting their credit hit.
Right. And what people should do is be proactive, okay? Because we should expect what you would call breaches like this at all times. So if people become proactive and be more familiar with the Fair Credit Reporting Act, Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, Uniform Commercial Code, and take the necessary action, a lot of times these breaches won't even affect them. So, for instance, the credit reporting agency, I say, is the biggest perpetrator of identity theft. They give you information out at random to anybody for the right price, okay? If you put a promotional block on your credit report, then the credit reporting agency can't market your information so it can get in the hands of people that's going to vicariously use it. Now, whenever you go and try to apply for credit, whenever your DMV or any public outlet where you have your name attached, make sure you inform them not to send your information out to a third party without first letting you know. Right. Okay? Because they will do it if you don't. Because when you sign the document or enter into a contract with them, it essentially, in a roundabout way, it allows them to disperse that information to third parties. Okay. So you can prevent them from doing that. Tell them, listen, don't put my name out there at all. I'm doing business just with you. So take the necessary action as the consumer, because we always are the ones that suffer the most from these breaches.
Yeah, okay? If you go to the doctor, dentist, they don't need your social.
Yeah, they don't. But if they do ask for it, say, okay, this is between us. I don't want this information to get out to a third party. For that? You could just give them a letter saying that. Okay, you can inform them right there on the spot. Okay, do not send this information out to a third party. If so, then I will not give you this information. Yeah, no matter how bad you need it, because you must need it to give it out to a third party. Right. If you're doing that. So
what can they do about it? Let's see. If they want to be proactive, what's the call to action?
Yeah, use the promotional block for the credit reporting agency. I'm going to go ahead and get that over the air. Is that all right? Yeah. The phone number is 888-567-8688. One more time, 888-567-8688. Everybody should have a promotional block on their credit reports. The credit reporting agencies are making a tremendous amount of money off of selling your information, and you're not getting any of this kickback, okay? So the bottom line is get your name off that list. I tell people to do it for 5 years or indefinitely, preferably indefinitely. Just get your name off the list, okay? With the credit reporting agency. When you go to DMV or any other public outlet, they should have forms available as well where you can opt out, okay? So all you have to do is ask about it, and if they don't, then you need to be a little bit more cautious with that particular agency.
You know what we should do is let's offer your credit package. That way folks can have it. They can reach out, have a package sent to them via email, however they prefer. They can also set up a consultation. So let's offer that credit package that you have to the first 5 listeners, let's say, that text in or call in 813-670-7372. That's our consumer advocate hotline. We're going to give you a free credit package from William Crowley, a.k.a. the Credit Magician, a.k.a. the Credit Man in the hood, baby. So what we're going to do is we're going to help you understand more about your credit. This is going to teach you a few things. It's going to teach you, number one, how to opt out of the pre-screening. It's going to teach you how to avoid and get a lot of that junk mail that's sent to your mailbox, reducing your chances of identity theft. Get that cut off. It's also going to teach you some other tricks of the trade there of how to improve your credit. So reach out, 813-670-7372. Just text the word credit to 813-670-7372, 670-REQB, and we're going to put you in touch with William Crowley, the Credit Magician, give you that credit package. So on the flip side of that, what happens, William, when they call in, they get that credit package? What's the follow-up procedure?
Well, then in that credit package, they're going to be able to look at this boring document called the Fair Credit Reporting Act. Oh, it's a tremendous read for me. And then you get some other boring information like the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act. This information should become more exciting, though, because what people don't know is that we have consumer rights out there. We can be protected by a lot of the things that go on if we would just familiarize ourselves with it and even get an expert like me to interpret it for you. Okay, so if you get this package, you'll be able to review a lot of that type of information in there, and then we can even give you hands-on, because the program that we have is totally transparent. So we're teaching people the ins and outs of the whole credit industry while they're going through our program. Okay, so get that packet. Be the first to call in. You go. What'd you say? First 5?
First 5 listeners. Yeah.
First 5. Now after that, I'm going to charge you big time, baby. I'm going to charge you big time.
It's very nice.
All right, so let's bring Shauna into the conversation. I think she's calling in. She's the vice president of St. Petersburg Business League, which William is the president of. It's the St. Pete Business League, and we got an event coming up. Hey, Shauna, you there?
Yeah.
All right, tell us about this gala you have coming up.
Yeah, so we are having our second annual Legends Masquerade Gala. Masquerade is the theme for this year. It's going to be held on Friday, December 15th, from 7 to 11 p.m., and it will be in St. Petersburg at an event hall called Name Your Event, 4308 6th Street South. So we're really excited for our honorees, for all of those that are supporting and coming out to attend. And we've got some entertainment, DJ, live entertainment, all kinds of stuff going on.
You have William up there?
Yeah.
I'm going to be there, baby.
He runs the show.
Oh, okay. I didn't
He's going to be singing the blues.
Yeah.
No, everybody better come out. I'm the president, but I wanted the coordinator of the event to get all the credit for this here, okay? So I'm just the mouthpiece. She's the workaholic there, so I want her to get all the credit for this.
Yeah, we definitely have an amazing committee for this event, and we will all be there dressed in our evening gowns and suits and masquerade masks.
Do I have to wear a mask? Do I have to wear a mask?
Yes, you do. It is not just for women. Men wear masquerade masks as well.
Now, does this benefit a certain charitable organization, or is it?
Right, yeah. So definitely, it's our biggest fundraiser of the year. So the funds that we raise at this event are going to go towards supporting all of our amazing efforts that we do each year, plus all of the new things that we're going to be doing for 2018. The theme this year is actually honoring 7 business owners that have been in business over 20 years right here in our community. We've gone through some recessions, a few recessions over the last few decades, and some hard times, and these folks have been able to stay with their feet grounded in their businesses for some of them over 30 years. So we are definitely honoring them.
2017 Legends Masquerade Gala hosted by the St. Pete Business League, Friday, December 15th, 4308 6th Street South, St. Petersburg. Tickets are on sale. Reach out to William Crowley, the Credit Magician here, Consumer Quarterback Show, if you'd like more information. I'm your host, Brandon Rhymes, consumerqb.com. You can submit an email form right there. We'll get right in touch with you, consumerqb.com. And our hotline, of course, you can always reach out to our hotline, 813-670-7372. 813-670-7372. Well, thanks for calling in, Shauna. We really appreciate all your hard work.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
And my pleasure. Absolutely. All right, we're back here in studio. William Crowley, Credit Magician. Lela Bloodsworth, licensed psychotherapist, founder of Plan for Peace. Thomas King is the CEO of Florida Firearms Academy in studio here. So let's talk about some tweets. We got a couple minutes here left in this segment. So 2017, what an interesting year, right?
What is a tweet?
What a crazy, what is a tweet? Top 5 most popular tweets and retweets. Okay, Twitter. It's something called Twitter online.
Oh, Twitter? Oh,
yeah, there you go.
What the president's been doing.
Yeah, exactly.
Come on, what our leader does.
Yeah. So number 5, Obama's second tweet from the list of January, thanking supporters following his farewell address. It has received more than 869 retweets and was sent from the official @POTUS account, which is now archived under the handle. Okay. Number 4, Ariana Grande's tweet following the Manchester attack. Ariana Grande tweeted that she was broken the night that 22 were killed in an attack in concert of Manchester, England, and her tweet received 1.1 million retweets.
Wow.
Big time. All right, number 3 on the list, Penn State's Houston hurricane relief. Penn State Council pledged 15 cents per every retweet the hurricane relief of Houston. They capped their donations at $10,000 according to the Daily Collegian, and it has received more than 1.1 million retweets.
Wow.
It's a lot of retweets. Yeah. Good thing they added that cap on there. Right?
Wow.
So Obama's response to Charlottesville, Obama's tweet quoting Nelson Mandela after white supremacy rally in Charlottesville left counter-protester Heather Heyer dead, as retweeted more than 1.7 million times. The tweet has also been the most liked tweet in Twitter history, and it was sent from the personal @Barack Obama account. All right, the number one most tweeted, retweeted tweet of 2017, Carter needs his nugs. So in April, Nevada high school student Carter Wilkerson tweeted the Wendy's account asking how many retweets he'd need to get a year's supply of free chicken nuggets. They said 18 million. So far, he's gotten 3.6 million, but they gave him nuggets anyway. Wow. What a PR play there. What a PR
Some
play.
99 cents nuggets for 3 million people, publicity.
Wow.
Not bad.
I saw a good one, too. It was talking about Kentucky Fried Chickens. They were only following 2 people. They were talking about a similar story. They were following 2. Actually, no, they were following 11. Okay, so number 1, they were following the Spice Girls. Remember the band, the Spice Girls? Mm-hmm. They had the spices. And then they also were following... What was it, John? What was this one?
Tell me what you want.
It was the
really want.
Yeah, the herbs. Yeah, the 6 or 7 other herbs. There's some guys named Herb that they were following. So the 11 herbs and spices they were following. So, anyways, all right. Stay with us here, Consumer Quarterback Show. When we come back, we're gonna have some fun. We got our Name That Tune. These are Rolling Stones' top boy band songs of all time, and more from our expert contributors here in studio. Stay with us. Don't touch that dial. Consumer Quarterback Show. And a woman raised more than $300,000 to help a homeless man who has spent his last $20 to buy her gas. Stay with us. Consumer Quarterback Show, ConsumerQB.com.
Hey, everybody. I'm Forbes Riley, celebrity TV fitness host and creator of The Spin Gym. I'm here today with Brandon Rhymes, and you're listening to the Consumer Quarterback Show. Great ways to get happy, healthy, and wealthy.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-670-7372. Online at ConsumerQB.com. Listening to the Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rhymes, cutting through your typical media nonsense and offering you a rational and unbiased perspective on current events and life in Tampa Bay. Online at ConsumerQB.com.
Welcome back. Thanks for sticking with us. Brandon Rhymes here, the host of the Consumer Quarterback Show. I'm the owner of Platinum MVP Realty. Check out PlatinumMVPRealty.com. You can search foreclosures there. You can search the MLS. You can get a free comparable market analysis. PlatinumMVPRealty.com. And we're giving a shout out to the official cleaning company here at the Consumer Quarterback Show, Two Maids and a Mop. They provide excellent service. A clean house helps you feel better. And Two Maids and a Mop offers free cleaning to cancer patients. And with Two Maids and a Mop, your approval rating matters. matters. The pay rate for the staff is based on your evaluation. If you need a cleaning company, it's 2 maids and a mop. Back here in studio helping you win, we've got William Crowley, a.k.a. the Credit Magician, in the house. Lela Bloodsworth, founder of Plan for Peace, as well as Thomas King, CEO of Florida Firearms Academy.
Ladies and gentlemen, name that tune.
Name that tune. All right, here we go.
God.
So name that tune. So we've got Rolling Stones, top boy band songs of all times. All right, you guys ready? Here we go. Song number 1.
Backstreet Boys.
Close.
Somebody. She knows it.
That's the song.
Sing it.
Who's the artist?
Who's that?
James Brown?
It's NSYNC, Justin Timberlake. It's Justin Timberlake.
Oh, yeah, NSYNC, right? I was wondering if he was with NSYNC. That was him, I thought.
Oh,
okay.
He was with them.
Yeah.
All right, here's a little bit
Justin
older
Timberlake
one.
was?
Justin Timberlake.
Oh, wow.
Here's a 1967.
Oh,
Yeah,
1967?
he was.
Okay, yeah, come on with it. Come on with it, baby.
William. Here we
You're
go.
giving away. The Monkeys.
Yes.
Oh, you beat me out.
Oh, they had a TV show.
Mama's in the Papa.
What's the
Davy
song?
Jones.
What's the
I'm
name?
a believer in it.
Oh, it was Shrek.
Got it.
Wasn't that on Shrek?
Give me some of the brother
I think
stuff,
so.
though, man. Come on, give me some of
Movie
the brother
Shrek.
stuff.
They sung that at the end.
They did on Shrek. They did.
1997.
I do.
Oh, okay.
Here we go. 1997. Somebody said this earlier.
Somebody said Backstreet Boys. There you go.
Rock your body.
Close.
Oh.
Who's the artist?
It's the
Backstreet Boys.
But
wow.
Backstreet's back.
All right.
That's it. That's it.
Backstreet
All
Back.
right.
All right, here you go. Here you go, William.
Sounds like
Here's one
11.
for you, buddy.
All right,
1970.
There
1970.
you go. Back in my time. Michael Jackson, baby. Michael Jackson. Oh, what a Jackson. Yeah.
The Jackson.
Technicality.
What's the name of the song?
But who's singing? Oh, I'll be there.
I'll be there. There you go. That was a good one. That was a good one. All right, last song. Here we go.
I think you just
It's probably, yeah, I think it's New Kids on the Block.
Metallica. Didn't they just say New Kids on the Block?
There's not this
LAO.
Is this have
LFO 1999. LFO. Summer Girls. Yeah. Summer Girls.
LAO.
Wow, that's crazy.
That was actually number 34 they said there.
That's crazy.
So,
Wow.
yeah, there's your top songs, boy band songs of all time. All right, back here in studio. So we always like to give you some positive news as well, going against the grain of the often negative mainstream media. Here's a positive story for you.
Tell me something good.
All right, a woman raised more than $300,000 to help a homeless man who spent his last $20 to buy her gas. He is a homeless man, but at the moment, she was the one in need of help. McClure ran out of gas while driving on I-95 last month and stopped at the nearest ramp, her heart pounding as she got out of her car to find a gas station. Then she met Bobbitt, who was sitting on the side of the road near the exit ramp holding a sign. He saw me pull over and knew something was wrong, McClure recalled. He told me to get back in the car and lock the doors. McClure said Bobbitt walked to the gas station, came back with a can filled with gas. He had spent $20, the only money he had to buy it with. McClure decided to give back, so she started a GoFundMe campaign about 2 weeks ago. And he said, God, that's amazing. Damn, y'all did all that? That money is awesome. That is awesome, Bobbitt said. McClure raised more than $300,000 from 10,400 people. So that's a random act of kindness.
It must not have been a Tesla, though.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, because if you run out of Tesla, what are you going to do? Plug it in somewhere? Can you push me to the plug-in?
Yeah, just plug it.
What a great story.
That's an amazing story.
Yeah. All right, let's jump into our lightning round.
The lightning round.
I am so good at lightning rounds.
I majored in lightning round.
Top tips, nuggets of advice, parting words of wisdom. William Crowley.
Never pay a collector, but never ignore them. We issue validation of debts. We'll teach you how to do it.
Validation of debt. It's going to make them prove they have the debt, correct?
That's right. That's right. And they don't.
That's
and
right.
they don't.
A lot of times they don't.
That's right.
Awesome. Lela
This
Bloodsworth.
time of the year, be thinking about what you can do for others, not what you're going to get.
That's right. I like that. Yep. The golden rule as well.
That's right.
All right. Thomas King, top tips.
I got like 2 tips because my lightning rounds are horrible. But we have this corporate membership right now going on. It's only for this month. So if you want your employer to pay for your year membership, just let us know. And it's a write-off to them. And it's like discounted so much that it's insane. You can call me at 813-221-FIRE, and ask for Thomas. And also, at this time of the month, you really do need to dig deep into your pockets and help out, because once you do, the next year, I guarantee it will come back to you tenfold. We just raised over $1,600 selling pink targets, and we raised this money. We're giving away the big check to the Moffitt Cancer Center.
Nice.
We're donating this money. This is that everyone. So every little bit helps, and once you all help, it turns into something big. So we're going to do it again next year, and hopefully it'll be twice as much. So
I like that. If they want to reach out to you directly, you said 221-FIRE.
That's correct. 813-221-FIRE.
All right, let's do another round here. Top tips, nuggets of advice, parting words of wisdom. William Crowley, the Credit Magician.
Well, parting words of wisdom. I'm just going to tell people that my service is usually costs about $650, and I'm doing it just until January 15th for $350, including all the services. Okay, that means the packet that you're going to have, everything that that's in there, is going to be just for $350 until January 15th. So I hope that's a nugget of information.
813-670-7372. 813-670-7372.
You used to call me on my cell phone.
Also, consumerqb.com. Consumerqb.com. Just submit the form. We'll get you right in touch with William Crowley, the Credit Magician. All right, Lela Bloodsworth, founder of Plan for Peace, licensed psychotherapist.
Right, I would say anytime's a good time to get help. A lot of people use excuses. It's the holidays, or, I can't go and seek help. I can't think about getting help for all kinds of reasons. But every day is the right day. If you need help, give me a call. I do therapy. I'm a Supreme Court certified family mediator, parent coordinator. I also do some immigration work, and my Plan for Peace parenting seminar is once a month at USF. And you can reach me at 727-348-7323, or check out my website, www.bloodsworthintervention.com. It has all the services I offer on there and ways to get in touch with me.
So whenever, also, and it may not be the person that's listening to this broadcast, it might be someone that knows of somebody that needs help. I think that's a big part. So if you're listening and you know of somebody that could, use just a consultation, do you have a policy where you offer a half-hour consultation or something?
Consultations are free by phone, and if anyone that's listening in today calls and says they heard the show, they'll get a discount if they mention the show.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, that's great. Thanks for doing that. And so I think it's one of those things where you see the site. Tony Robbins, one of my favorite been to his business mastery course, he talks about never leave the sight of a goal without taking some type of an action item, some kind of an action step towards that goal. So it could be something like scheduling the call, writing it in your calendar, sending the tweet, or sending the the text rather. About half a minute left. Thomas King, top tips.
My top tips. This year, really, this time of year is really hard for many. So if you see that person speeding by you, maybe he's going home because his kid just broke his arm. You don't know everyone's story, so don't get mad at anyone. Think about the positive sides about everything that can happen, because once you do, it's going to make you a little bit more happier, and it'll help you get by the season a little bit faster and with more love. The more love you give back to the world, the more the world will love you back.
That's right. Yep. All right. I want to thank our expert contributors. I want to remind you as well, Thomas King, Florida Firearms Academy, January 13th, they have Drop Zone Gunner event. February 9th through 11th, they have an IMI training event. And check them out on Facebook. They've got their recent Bay News 9 story just ran. William Crowley offered a great credit package, and Lela also offered discounts to all of our listeners out there. So hit us up. Let us know how we can help you. We would love to be that consumer advocate, that resource. We get calls every week, folks looking to get into the real estate space, improve their credit, establish the tax plan, establish a better estate plan. So many ways that we can help you. So continue to please tune into the show. Follow us on Twitter at Brandon Rhymes 1, at Brandon Rhymes 1 on Instagram, Brandon Rhymes PA on Facebook, and the Consumer Quarterback Show. Go out there and consider committing a random act of kindness. Pack up some food, some clothing, hand it to that person in need, and who knows, you might be the recipient of a GoFundMe page. All right, we'll see you next time here. Consumer Quarterback Show, consumerqb.com.
You've been listening to the Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rhymes. Whether it's real estate, consumer, or financial advice, let Brandon call your next play. Contact Brandon Rhymes at 813-670-7372. That's 813-670-7372. Online at consumerqb.com. And join us next time for the Consumer Quarterback Show, weekday afternoons at 5 on AM 1380. The Biz.